Hi guys, and thank you so much for watching as always. We are back with the big fortress build. It's been a long time, I do know that. But it's not got a huge following or anything like that, but it's just I had to take a break from it. I was getting really I was going like against Minecraft. I just wasn't into it anymore, in the sense of it was just becoming more of a chore than an actual hobby. But I'm feeling it again now. I've been playing around with a few things. And yeah, hopefully we can get back into it. Get this fortress done. I think one of the reasons why I actually took a break as well is because simply I came up with all these ideas. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that. And then it suddenly, like in my head I was thinking, you're really starting to make it bigger than it needs to be. But then as time's gone on, I'm thinking, well actually I want to make it this big, I want to make it this kind of diverse and this kind of crazy. So yeah, so I've been playing around. I've done quite a bit of stuff off camera, not massive amounts, but I've done a fair bit. But I'll just take you around quickly. Hopefully I'll be doing one of these every maybe 2 days and do one of these videos, show you where I'm up to. But I'm definitely getting back into the swing of it now. And yeah, so the first thing that I'd like to show you is the biggest thing that I've been building at the moment. Is this. I've been building this cave system. As you can see, I'll have a quick float around. I like to call it the cavern. Yeah, so I built this place simply because I did say in one of the other videos, probably the previous video I think, that I wanted to make a mine. So this is going to be where the mine's going to be. As you can see, it's quite elaborate, quite different from normal caves in Minecraft, but I kind of like it. Just going around at the moment, plunking some torches down, just so that it's slightly visible. But the thing we're going to do in here, well hopefully, is we're going to be doing things like, well, I'm not going to do them now, but I'm going to, obviously it looks very plain and very, crappy at the moment. But what we're going to do is we're going to start building scaffolding around some of the areas. So you'll have scaffolding going up some of the walls, looking like people are mining still. And then we're going to have mine tracks. Mine tracks? Yeah, mine cart tracks, I suppose. Railway tracks going around. Some will be like flying overhead. And basically we'll set up a mine cart system where the carts will just continuously keep running. So you'll just, as you're walking like in here, you'll see carts fly past in different directions. Some will be along the floor, some will be up in the air, and it looks like it just make it look like it's actually a working mine, because that's what we want in the end. I didn't actually make a video of how I created this, but if you're interested, I'll be happy to do another video showing you how I did it. I basically, the way I did this was using MC Edit, obviously, and just a few tricks. I basically I went through some forum posts and stuff like that, found some advice from some people about how the best way to do it, and yeah, that's pretty much what I did. And then I watched a couple of videos on YouTube as well. I don't know the people's names. This was a few days ago, when I did this, when I actually researched it. But yeah, so I watched a few videos, saw how other people were doing it, modified it slightly in my own little way to do my own thing. But yeah, so I'm really happy with the result. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, so on this video we're going to look at this bit, obviously now, so I'm showing you this bit. And I'll show you the other bit that I've done as well. And then we'll end the video. I'm going to keep these, I've said it before but I'll say it again now, I'm going to keep these as short as possible because they're not that popular, these videos. So I don't want to be boring people to death with me just going on about Minecraft. But I'll keep going, I'll keep making them. Let's just get to the surface. When it's up, yeah, there we go. And then let's just fill that in because we don't want that. There we go. The only other thing I've been doing, basically what we're going to do with this mine, the reason why there's no entrance at the moment is I've not decided exactly where I want to put it, but it's most probably going to be on this overhang here. It's a nice natural, I like the look of it. So what we'll probably end up doing is digging this area out here, making a big archway tunnel, and then that'll lead down into the mines, and yeah, and we'll work it from there. But I do like that kind of overhang thing there, so we'll do that. The other thing I've done off camera is, again, nothing special, nothing like game changing. We will make bridges and stuff across there, by the way. We will make a big bridge across there so we can get across easily. Possibly we'll build a station sort of area, like a mining camp. So all the carts will probably come in and run round and then go back inside the mine again. So it looks kind of cool. But that's something that we could, we don't need to do it now. We can do it whenever. The other thing that I've done is I've used, well, I'll show you. I'll just easy to show you rather than kind of explain it. But I've made some big trees, and you'll know what I mean in a second. Because there's a second idea to what I'm doing here now, which I'll show you. Sorry, long travel times. Yeah, I always like to look back at that. I'm still, it's one of my proudest kind of moments. That it doesn't look great, but it looks pretty cool. As you can see, everything's just got to load in a second. It's going to take a few seconds for everything to load in. So there's quite a lot of it. So, as well as the mine camp, obviously for like dwarfy sort of stuff, like so you got the dwarves catered for. I wanted to cater for the elves as well. And elves, generally, you consider an elf living in the trees or living in the forest. They usually are forest-dwelling kind of elves, unless you're talking about dark elves or something like that. But even they probably live in the forest. But as you can see, I've got these huge trees. The reason why they're here, they're not the actual elven place that I want to do, but I've just started to make a nice backdrop to actually. So if you stood down here, say, you'd walk down from the main fortress, or you come up from that side there. You can, it's a nice little backdrop. These massive trees in the background. It's like big, huge, mythical kind of awesome trees. So yeah, so I've got those in place there, those three. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a whole forest of these. Not a massive forest, but a big enough forest. But then we're going to build like tree houses sort of thing. Well, not tree houses, 'cause it's going to be where people live. So there'll be like, I don't know how to explain it really. Walkways between the trees. You'll be able to walk up inside the trees on a circular sort of or spherical staircase, and then you'll be able to walk out. There'll be platforms and stuff, and there'll be little huts and houses and that kind of thing. That's the kind of thing I'm going for. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it yet though, so I don't want to put it over on this side now because I'm doing the mine over there. I was kind of thinking of doing it over here, but it's kind of quite far out from the actual fortress itself. So I'm not entirely sure if I should be doing it out here, but there's two options basically. I could do it here. I could extend this landmass out a little bit and then build this forest here instead of this jungle, which could happen. It could work. It's outside the entrance. In fact, I probably will do it here actually. So basically what we'd end up doing is just completely removing this whole jungle and then building a forest of those big huge trees. Because it's close enough to the fortress and it's outside the entrance to the fortress, so you come from the Elven Forest and obviously then you make your way up here and then this is where the castle is. It kind of works for me, that. It kind of really does. So just like the idea of walking down here now and being able to see things as you're coming down the actual walkway. Because obviously a lot of people won't be playing on creative, so you'll have to walk down here. Which is quite a long way actually, to be fair. I forget sometimes how actual far this is. But yeah, so what we'll end up doing, I'll put some lights in those trees as well at some point. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to make a big elven forest over on that back part over there, because the other option was to do it over here, but I just don't think it's the best place because it's a bit too close to the fortress. I'll show you where I mean. It'll take us a few seconds to get there. Talk amongst yourselves. I was also going to put a couple of big trees here, but then I thought, nah, no, because I want to use this area for farming. So that's another thing that needs to be done still. The mine was the big thing I wanted to do today, which I've done. Well, I've done the basics of it. So on the next episode, what we'll end up doing is we'll just do, like, we'll flesh out the mine. We'll put a bridge across from here, well, probably from there to across to there. We'll flatten this out a little bit, build some mining camp sort of stuff there, build a big entrance, and we'll dig down to the actual huge mine itself. This is the other area I was thinking about doing it, because this area, I don't like it because it's spoiled. I still got to do the bloody floors around here because they're all messed up. I was going to do the big Elven Forest here, but it's a bit too close to the fortress, because you wouldn't build a big fortress next to an Elven Forest that close. So that's why I was thinking over on the far side it's not too bad. Oh, it's a big Christmassy place there. I have to build something actually, a Christmas village. But yeah, I mean, this forest here I really don't like. There's nothing I can do about it, because it's just too close to the actual fortress, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so that's going to be pretty much it for this episode. You've seen the mine. That's what we're going to do on the next episode. We'll clear that out. We'll start putting some scaffolding up around, and we'll build some minecart tracks and stuff like that. We'll get everything moving in a system so that minecarts are constantly moving around. We'll get as many as we can going, so you never get bored of watching them. But yeah, on the inside as well, the only other thing I've done, oh yeah, I've done all the sewer entrances. I've finished them off. I'll quickly show you. I think I showed you on another episode anyway, what I've done with them. Sorry, it's going to get a bit laggy now as everything's loading in. The bigger and bigger this is getting, the more and more lag we're getting, which is obvious, but yeah, so I've been finishing the sewer entrances off as well, so they're all done now. So you can get down into the sewers. The sewers still need extending slightly, but that's to be done at some later point. Not today though. Yeah, so I'll end this episode here. So let's give you a heads up of where we're up to now. I'm definitely getting back into this now. I'm definitely going to be making more videos of this, so at least a couple of days between episodes, maybe a day, I don't know. Depends how much I'm actually getting into the actual build itself. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching as always. Do my little speech now. Please feel free to rate, comment, subscribe, and if you're enjoying the series, consider leaving a like. Again, as always, this will be available for download when it's finished. I am actually advertising at the moment for some people to join a team. So if you wanted to join a team of gamers, basically, I'm actually advertising at the moment on the Yogscast website. I'm advertising for a team of gamers. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you want to check out the Yogscast thing, basically I'm looking for people that can play games, play Minecraft, because I'm going to need a bit of help with this, because this is nowhere near finished. But if anybody's a good builder out there, I mean, even leave it in the comment section. If you're a good builder, if you think you can actually add something to this and you could do something better than I'm doing, which is completely, you know, I can understand that because I'm not the best Minecraft builder in the world. Yeah, just feel free to leave a comment in the comment section and I'll get back to you. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. So take care of each other, guys, and goodbye.